Hey everybody, welcome to Star Trek Saturday Night, episode 40, being broadcast live on Twitch TV. Well, we're running a little late, but usually it's about 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m., no wait, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to everybody who's in the chat room. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. I appreciate you being here for the show. Appreciate all you who watch on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for watching. All right, episode 40. We're going to start off like we always do. We're going to start off with the news, and then we're going to go into the Tier 6 starships overview. It's not a really in-depth overview because because if I did one, I'd be here like 3 hours, and I don't think you want to sit here 3 hours listening to me talking about the Tier 6 ships. Because they have so much. They're really, there's a lot to them. If we went through all the consoles and everything like that. So we're just going to do a brief overview of the ships, some of their stats, what they look like, things like that. So but I've got to welcome a follower. I've got to welcome a follower to the channel, a new follower. Uber Samba, you're going to be famous forever now. Thank you for following the channel. Welcome to Yeti Cave. I appreciate it. As those of you who live in the cave, those of you that follow me in the cave know, we've got some cherry Kool-Aid as always. Tonight we've got some Cool Red Mountain Dew, and I've just got some bagel bites out of the oven. So welcome. Thank you for following the channel. I appreciate it. All right, now that we've got that, and let's go ahead with the news. I should have some. I gotta get some good music for this. So I get some good music going on for this. I don't have any yet, but so first thing we'll do in the news is the Doctor returns, and he looks pissed. No, so this is like we've seen one before with Neelix and 7 of 9. It's just basically an update on where's the Doctor been since the end of Voyager. Where has the Doctor been? What has he been doing? Let me see. What has he been doing? Things like that. I'm just going to say something that jumped out at me immediately upon seeing this news story was how upset the Doctor looks. He doesn't look happy at all. Now, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I mean, the character model looks good. He just looks a little too upset. Yeah, probably not the one the Doctor returns, but probably not the one you're expecting. I think I know what it is. I think it's his mouth. His mouth is huge. If he opens that thing, he could swallow a turkey. I don't know. Maybe they should have made that mouth a little bit less wide. I mean, it looks. Don't get me wrong. It looks like Robert Picardo, and it may be Robert Picardo approved. There should be a stamp on it. Pshink, Robert Picardo approved. Pshink. But he looks so ticked off. Looks like somebody gave him a giant wedgie. It looks like someone came behind him and gave him a Yeah, he's like I don't know, holographic. Yeah, Sir Bulwark, holographic constipation is right. He needs some help. He needs some help because I mean he's not getting it out, or he needs fiber in he needs holographic fiber in his diet or something because it's just not working for him. So it looks good. Like if I put my hands over everything but his mouth, he looks fine. But then if you put your hand out, do that right now when you're looking at the screen. Put your hand over everything below his nose, right? It looks perfect. Now bring your hand slowly down and bring his mouth and chin into the picture. Boom. You're like, what happened to him? But I mean, hey, so. Apparently, upon Voyager's return, maybe this is why he's pissed off. I don't know. Upon Voyager's return to Earth, however, he found himself in a struggle for self-determination, which now, you notice I played the Data Measure of a Man before the show. That's exactly what it was. Basically, he had to go to court. He had a legal proceeding kind of like Data did, and had to fight for his right for self-determination, which he won, and he was allowed to keep his emitter and given a rank and all that. And so, even though he's been working on research projects and things like that, he craved the excitement of a ship's chief medical officer. Apparently, as you can tell from his face, he really craved excitement. So he signed back up on Voyager as chief medical officer. So there you go. There you go. So now There is an entire quadrant out there to explore, and every day offers a new challenge. So, what I love is when they sit here and they say, the Doctor is one of the most memorable characters on Voyager. He is known for his distinctive analytical approach to everything he does. It is often the case, even in the best of circumstances, he gives off his iconic face of concern. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but that doesn't look very concerned to me. It looks like, what the hell are you doing in my sickbay? You know? That doesn't look like, what's wrong? Are you all right? What's the nature of your medical emergency? No, that's like, what the hell are you in my sickbay for? You're not sick. Get out. Get out. Get out. That's what that looks like. But apparently that's his look of concern. So I hope he never gets ticked off, because I don't want to see what his face looks like then. So, but all right, so the Doctor returns, but not the Doctor. Who said that in chat? What was it? Yeah, SFC. Yeah, the Doctor returns, just not the Doctor you were expecting. So. All right, so our next story is an edition. Oh well, no, not that. It's the Social Media Hubs contest. So they're running a contest right now, a Delta Rising Operations Pack giveaway across the media channels, social media channels. So like Twitter, Facebook, Stowe Forums, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Steam, YouTube. So you like YouTube, just go to the video and comment and enter. So you just click on that link right there. Boom, you're at the YouTube channel. So if you want to take a chance on winning, go to those before Monday. It's always a Monday. Monday, October 13th. Do we all know what time? 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So go there, enter. You might get lucky. You might win one. Looks like they're giving out. How many are they giving out? I did not read that. Doesn't say how many they're giving out. I'm assuming they're giving out one each. I don't know. It sounds like they're giving out one operations pack for each different media hub. So one on YouTube, one on Steam, one on Instagram, one on Twitter. And you may enter once per. Contestants may enter once. They underline this, once per social hub, but you may enter as many of the hubs. So one on each. So you get a total of 6 entries if you do all 6 of them. So, there you go. If you want to try and win a free pack. Now here's the thing though. Although it won't matter because they'll have them for sale afterwards. So you won't know if you won until launch day. So if you wanted to win one, like if you want to have one for that day, and you won't know until that day if you won. So I guess you can go out and buy one if you didn't win one that day. Go out there really quick. So now SFC in the chat just brought up a great point. There was a producer trailer this week, and it was an excellent trailer. It was an awesome trailer, and I highly recommend you go watch it. Producer trailer this week, and he just asked me, am I going to show it in the channel? No, I'm not going to show it in the channel, because if I show it in the channel, this entire video will be muted, and you will not be able to watch it on video demand. And if I do, I'll get a notice from YouTube saying I have copyrighted material on my broadcast, because it contains music. And God forbid that you play any music on your show that you don't have copyright, you don't have whatever to. So I learned my lesson from when I broadcast the Delta Rising developers panel, and my entire video got muted by YouTube. I learned. And you know why I got muted? From the trailer. Because of the trailer. So guess what? I learned my lesson. I'm not playing any media from Star Trek Online on the channel. Sorry, guys. I highly encourage you to go watch that producer trailer. It's on the news page of the website. But I am not playing it on the thing. So I learned my lesson. If anything has music in it, don't play it. Unless you're prepared for it to be censored. So that's why during the live shows and stuff, I don't care because I'm not putting those up on YouTube. I'm not doing anything with them. Who cares? Mute me out. Go ahead. I don't care. So, now, speaking of operation packs, segue, doink. New intelligence uniforms are now going to be included in the operations pack. Interesting. They're pretty good looking uniforms. They're nothing like, they're nothing earth shattering or anything, but, they're not bad. They're more value for your operations pack dollars. So there you go. I mean, if you want a little, so if you were on the fence and you're like, well, I don't know, here you go, extra. Here you go, extra. I'm hoping they're going to add something else in before, hopefully next week. I'm hoping they're going to add just a little more in there, but this is not bad at all. So it consists of an eye attachment, which you can see there. They look like basically. Oh, excuse me. They're high-tech sunglasses. Boy, that little Caesar's coming back with a vengeance. Whew. Let me see. So yeah, they're basically high-tech sunglasses. So, I mean, you could color them black, I would imagine, and they could just be sunglasses. Or you can color them any color you want. So those are pretty cool. So an eye attachment, 2 jackets, a pair of gloves, a belt, trousers, and boots. So that sounds pretty cool to me. They look pretty snazzy. So, oh, and here's the thing that I really like. Oh, the Romulan one is Trendy's new tune. Which one? This one? It's like, hey, look at my glasses. Aren't they cool? Look at my glasses right there. Look at them. They're green. Look at that. I got green glasses on. Ain't that cool? Don't you want to buy Operation Pack? Right now. That's right. Go out there. Yeah. Get Operation Pack. You get green glasses like mine. Yeah. That's cool, right? Yeah. All right. That's all I can think of when I see that picture. So anyways. Okay. So we get the uniform. That's nice. Yay. Okay. Woohoo. But what I like is, in addition to these fantastic intelligence uniforms, we're also adding 3 Delta Vanguard tech upgrades to the operations pack. Each of these 3 upgrades will provide 110,000 technology points to any item you choose, with a zero diethylene cost to apply. Well, thank you, sir, or ma'am, or whoever. I'll take it. So basically, you can just upgrade 3 things to Mark 14. So you're getting 3 free upgrades at Mark 14. That's the secret sauce. That's the special sauce right there. I will take it. I'll take that. So this has got me. I'm just about over the edge of buying the operations pack. The reason I'm not buying it, right? I haven't bought it yet, and this is my personal and this is me. This is not you, but it's not you guys. If you really, you should. I got burned on the Legacy Romulus pack. I got so burned on that Legacy of Romulan whatever pack because I never used any of those ships that I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never used all those damn Romulan ships I got, or any of it. I mean, I hardly ever play my Romulan. I don't have time to play my Romulan. So all that stuff I bought for $100 and whatever pretty much went to waste. So even though I should be buying the operations pack, I think to myself, well, I'm not going to use the Intel Cruiser. I'm probably not going to use a science vessel. Probably not going to use the Dauntless. I'm probably not going to, I'm going to break the Guardian out. It's going to be the new Indefatigable, and then that's going to be all I'm going to use. And I'm going to be sitting there. So, and that Klingon battleship too. Those are 2 ships I'll be using, the Quib. So that's why I haven't bought the pack yet. I really have to think to myself, am I going to end up in another Legacy of Romulus situation where I don't use everything and I spent all this money on it? But now, those 3 Delta Vanguard tech upgrade things, those push the meter, that pushes a little closer to the buy for me. That makes it, because I can use those. I can definitely use those. So that is the greatest. Uniform. Uniform's nice. Don't get me wrong, but that's the special sauce right there. So, all right, and our last news item. And don't forget, we have another gear upgrade event going on. Go to the vendor we showed you in last week's show, and you will get 3 more upgrade modules on Earth Space Dock. I'll show you the vendor again before we leave. But the vendor on Earth Space Dock in the requisitions area, I believe. To get more gear upgrade event. And they're going to be running it. This is the 2nd week they're running. This is the 2nd time they're running it. There'll be one more time next week that they're going to run this, right before Delta Rising launches. So make sure you get your free upgrade kits. All right, last but not least, 20% off fall ship sale. If this goes down. There we go. 20%, pretty much self-explanatory. So from now until 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, because God, that's the only time there is, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Monday, October 6th, you will be able to get 20% off all ships in the store. So if you've been waiting on that Constellation, there you go. You've been waiting on that Moog, there you go. 20% off. Then when Delta Rising comes out, you can upgrade it to a Tier 5U or whatever we're calling it. What are we calling it? Tier 5U, right? T5U. So you can upgrade to a Tier 5 upgraded or whatever. 20% off. You know, those ship sales. I'm a ship guy. And I got too many ships. I got too many slots. I got too many ships. I got too many slots. Like, I need another ship like a hole in the head. But these things get me. These sales get me. I might go out. I haven't gotten a Moog yet. I might go out and get me a Moog. I might. I don't know. Because I like that Moog and I want to try it. So I might go out and get me one. I don't know. So, anyways, 20% off ship sale, fall ship sale. Is there anything you've been thinking about? Get it now. So, I'm just getting a news alert from the chat here. Let me see. Sir Boulevard's telling me there was an update to the Tier 5 upgrade. Now buying the Tier 5 upgrade for a fleet ship will also apply to the Sea-Star variant now. Okay, good. Good. All right, so that is our Star Trek Online news. Now, if this all works right, let's see if my transition works right. We're going to go into our Tier 6 Starship overview. It worked. Transitions. Look at that. And if you're wondering, I made all these little things myself with my own little hands. So I hope you guys appreciate all the effort I put into this show. This is just the first slide. Wait, there's more. So, all right, so we're going to do an overview. Like I said, it's an overview. It's not a in-depth study of them because there's a little too much for that. But this is just basic. Now, this is the basic overview of the Tier 6 starships, what each faction is getting. We have for the Federation, the Eclipse Intel Cruiser, the Phantom Intel Escort, the Scryer Intel Science Vessel, which are the ones that look, you know, the futuristic looking one. I shouldn't say futuristic because we're all in the future, but you know what I mean. The funky looking ones. The ones that look like they got some funk in the trunk. Those are the ones. Then we have my personal favorite because it looks like the Galaxy 2.0, and I love me my Galaxy class. Guardian Cruiser. And then the Dauntless Class. So I did the whole name here just to show the Dauntless Class Experimental Science Vessel. That's a lot of stuff, huh? So we have 5 ships for the Federation. Now you got to remember, these are the Tier 6 starships that are coming out right now. I'm sure you know they've got Tier 6 starships in the pipeline for the C-Store. And I wouldn't be surprised if a couple weeks after Delta Rising launches, you see more ships in the Tier 6 starships in the store. If not Tier 6 variations of like Galaxy and stuff like that, you never know. So, Klingons get 2 ships, but they get 2 sweet ships. I mean, never mind that. You could take the Raptor out and just go with the Quib. Oh, that thing is so nice. I'm going to be playing a lot of my Klingon with that just so I can fly that ship around. Just so I can fly the ship around. I'm going to be playing a lot of my Klingon. Because my Klingon's like my second main. So, my Federation is my main. And my Klingon's kind of like my second main. So, I'll be wanting that cruiser for him for sure. And the Mata Raptor. So those are the 2 Klingon cruisers, 2 Klingon ships. Then we have the Romulans. I don't play my Romulan a lot, but I might play him with the, let's see if I pronounce this right. I don't know if I can. And somebody's going to help me in chat, because I'm going to totally mangle this. So, Aelhal Light Warbird, Warbird Battlecruiser, and the Facht Intel Warbird. I know I mangled those. I know I did, but I don't speak Romulan's not my first language, so. But they both look really nice. Really nice. And wait till you see the stats on that Intel Warbird. I was looking at the stats on that thing. That thing is sick. The stats on that Intel Warbird are sick. Okay, I was just corrected in chat by Sir Boulevard. Aelhal. So the EL is pronounced like a Y. So Aelhal. Okay. And Fate. So is the H silent and the T is transposition? That is like Fate. Well, Fate. Yeah. No, you're right. Fate. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll go along with that. So anyway, see now the Klingons are nice and simple. They just say Quib. It just says Quib. It's Quib Intel Battlecruiser. How much simpler can you have it? Why can't the Romulans come up with a really simple name? I mean, look at the Klingons. No. I see now somebody's saying like they all look good. I mean, they all look nice, but I'm old school. So that Guardian Cruiser to me, like I can't get behind that Intel. Now the Eclipse Intel Cruiser has some serious stats, but I just don't know. For me, a cruiser not supposed to look like that. But I'm stuck in the mud. I'm an old school. I'm an old school. When I was flying starships, they didn't have these flat-looking shells on them. They were round and orange in front. But anyways, all right. So now, you think that's all, right? You think, well, that's just the overview. I mean, that he just big deal. He just showing me like what everybody's got. Okay, that's fine, yeah. But that's not all. That's not all, folks, because we have an in-depth. Now, these are not all the stats. I just went with the main. I just went with the basic stuff. I didn't go super in depth. I just went with a nice, general overview of the ships. So we'll start off with the Guardian. So these are the Federation ships, obviously. These are the Guardian cruisers. The Guardian Cruiser. Now, I've got all these stats off the internet in different places, various places, things like that. So, one of the big sites I use, which is a really good site to use, I use it a lot for any kind of reference when I'm playing the game and stuff too, is StowWiki. It's a great site. So, I highly recommend StowWiki for information. It's a great site to get stuff. I did use that a lot. I did have to kind of guess on some of the shield modifiers, so I might be wrong, but I think I'm also a couple of them I had to kind of think about, but I think they're pretty much right. So I could be off a little bit, but I don't think I am. So, anyways, we're going to start off with the Guardian Cruiser. Weapons, we have four front and 4 aft. Crew of 1,100, which makes sense. Now the hull at level 50 is 43,725, and when you get to level 60, it goes to 53,000. The turn rate is 6.5, which I believe is 0.5 better than the Galaxy is. I think the Galaxy is a turn rate of 6. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's a turn rate of 6. So 0.5. Shield modifier is 1. So there's no modifier on the shield. It's just 1. 1 for 1. The consoles, pretty general. 3 tactical, 4 engineering, and 3 science. So, I mean, it's basically, to me, just a Galaxy 2.0. It's a Tier 5 Galaxy 2.0. You know what I mean? It's like a Galaxy, a little beefier Galaxy with a Starship Mastery System. In that 5th slot in the Starship Mastery System. That's basically what it is. Which is fine. I don't mind upgraded Galaxy. I don't mind upgraded Galaxy at all. So, next we have the Dauntless Science Vessel. Weapons are 3 forward, 3 aft, which is pretty standard for a science vessel. Crew is 150. Hull level 50 is 29,700. And then when you get to level 60, it's 36,000. Turn rate is 14, which is good. Shield modifier is 1.3. I mean, the turn rate, actually, to me, the 14 was really good. So I was like, Shield modifier 1.3. 3 tactical consoles, 2 engineering, and 5 science. So actually, Dauntless is a really nice science ship. That's a really nice ship. So Sir Bovar in chat is saying it's an Ambassador 2.0, the Guardian. I would say it's no. I'll give you this. It's like if the Galaxy and the it's like if the Galaxy and the Ambassador had a baby. 2.0, like if they had a baby, that would be the Guardian Cruiser. If the Galaxy and the Ambassador got together and got busy, boom, out pops the Guardian. Now, I don't know which ship it pops out of. I don't go on that, but that's what you get. I'll go that far, but it's not all Ambassador, but I'll say it's probably both. Yeah, I'm not. Somebody in the chat was saying Dauntless, they had to make the stats great because it's an ugly ship. I will say it's not going to win the prize for the best looking ship of the bunch. I'll say that for sure. But it's a damn good ship to fly, it looks like. It's a nice science. But the best science vessel's coming up, so hold on with that. All right, so our next we get into the junk in the trunk funk ships. We got the Intel ships. So Now I may not like the look of the Eclipse Intel Cruiser in the sense of I'm a traditional cruiser guy, but hot damn if it don't have some stats and stuff. Okay, so weapons 4 forward and 4 aft. That's standard. Crew is 350, little light, but it's a nimble Intel. You know, it's not supposed to be heavy on the crew. Okay, the hull at level 50 is 40,425, totally respectable. Level 60 is 49,000, totally respectable. The turn rate is a 10. The turn rate is a 10. So this is a nimble cruiser, obviously. This is a nimble cruiser. Shield modifier is 1, whatever. 3 tactical, 5 engineering, and 2 science. I love that. I love the 3 tactical. I like to have more tactical in my cruiser. 5 engineering. You're actually picking up an engineering slot over the Guardian. And 2 science. I don't need science. I'm not a science officer. And on top of that, it can cloak. And on top of that, it can equip dual cannons. Okay, I may not like the look of it, but damn if I wouldn't want to fly one of those things. As far as from a stat standpoint, that's going to be a pretty nice cruiser to fly. Yeah. And I wanted to give the Dauntless quote the proper reference. I don't know if I said Uber Samba, but that was Uber Samba. They had to make it stats good because it looks so ugly. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty. I don't know. Let me put it this way: when they added it to Operation Pack, I wasn't like, "Woo, yeah, baby, that's the one." Because there's a science vessel on this page. If you can see, if you're looking at this page, there's a science vessel you want to be flying, but it ain't the Dauntless right now. I don't think. But anywho, okay. So, yeah, so that cruiser is no joke. That Eclipse cruiser is no joke. With the cloak and the dual cannons and all the other stuff it's got, and the turn rate, and the console setup. I don't want to fly one. You know what? I'll have to see what kind of variations you can work into it. Like what you can do for a visual you know what I'm saying, modifications on it. I don't know what kind of, I don't know, visuals you can do when you're in the ship tailor, but that is some kind of, just from a stats. If I took the picture, if I put my hand over the picture and I look at the, you know, the name and I look at the stats, I'll be like, I'd want to fly that ship. But the Phantom Intel Escort. Nice ship. Nice ship. Turn rate 17. But let me get there. Wait, let me get there. So the weapons are 3 forward and 3 aft. Crew is 150. Hull at level 50 is 31,350. And then hull at level 60, you go up to 38,000. Nice. Turn rate of 17. Not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby. Shield modifier 0.9. Console is 5 tactical, as it should be. 3 engineering and 2 science. I like that setup because I want some engineering in my tactical. So if I'm a tactical, I want the engineering for the for some other the armor stuff, and then tactical, and I don't care about science. I don't care about science unless I'm science. So 2 consoles, that's fine. So that is a nice. I'm warming up to the look of that Intel Escort. I'm warming up to the look of it. The more I like kind of take it in, the more I think my tactical officer might like one of those. So. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And again, this is not a big thing on the Phantom Intel Escort. It can equip dual cannons and it can cloak. It looks like the screen is cutting off the cloak thing. Let me see. Is it cutting off? Yeah, underneath the can equip dual cannons, there's a thing that says cloak. But apparently it's not going down the screen. But anyways, yeah, it can cloak too. But, you know, it's kind of like the Defiant there. The Defiant Escort. My pick of the litter right here, right now. Now, excluding everything else, but I think, so the last but not least, definitely not least, the Scryer Science Vessel. Weapons 3 forward, 3 aft. Crew 200. Hull at level 50 is 29,700. And at level 60 is 36,000. Turn rate is a 13. That's not as good as a Dauntless, but it's good enough. Shield modifier 1.25. That's not as good as a Dauntless. Again, Dauntless is like a heavy science vessel, but that's fine. Consoles. 2 tactical, 3 engineering. Now, between the Dauntless and the Scryer, it depends on which one. Do you want more of a defensive? Do you want a little more engineering? Maybe throw armor on there or something. But you have 2 tactical, 3 engineering, 5 science. But you can equip dual cannons on the Scryer, so you can make a nice little science destroyer out of it. You can make a nice little like science destroyer out of that thing. Equip some dual cannons on it. Plus it has cloak. So if you want to make yourself a little science destroyer, there you go. Scryer science vessel. That's your ship. So, so yeah, that's an overview of the Federation Tier 6 starships. Now we're gonna go on to my favorite ship. Now next to Guardian, that's because I play Federation as my main. But the Guardian is my favorite right now, but only by the littlest of margin. I mean, we're talking razor thin. Because my second favorite ship is the Quib. I know it's probably whatever. Quib Intel Battle Cruiser. I love that thing. Oh my god, that looks so next generation Klingon. Like that looks like something the Klingons will come up with as a next gen ship. Like that looks like a natural progression for them. Unlike like the Eclipse and all that. That Quib looks like the next generation Klingon ship. That looks like totally like a next, you know what I'm saying? Like they went into their skunk works, like the Klingons went into their skunk works, and they came out with this thing. And look at the stats on this. Oh my god, I love the stats on this. Okay, weapons 4 forward, 4 aft. That's fine, whatever. That's, you know what I mean. That's standard. Crew of 700. That's fine. Hull level 50, 41,250. Level 60, 50,000. Love it. Turn rate of 11 on a battle cruiser. 11. I love it. I love that. This thing is going to be so nimble. Oh my god. I am ready for this. I am ready for it. Give it to me. Give it to me now. I'm going to be tearing up some Undine and whoever else. I'm going to be tearing up some Delta Quadrant with this thing. Some Borg, you name it. Now you can't see it because apparently I missized these, but on the bottom of both these ships, they can both equip dual cannons and they can both cloak. Obviously they're Klingon, so they can both do that. So that Quib can also equip cannons, dual cannons. I want that ship bad. And just the way the looks, the stats. That's why I might be playing my Klingon quite a bit once I get a hold of that ship. Our other Klingon ship is the Mata Raptor. Now that's just, that's an escort, Klingon escort. Weapons 5 forward, 2 aft. Crew of 200. Level 50, the hull is 36,300, and a level 60, it's 44,000. The turn rate is 15. I'm a little disappointed by the turn rate on this thing. I think a 15 is kind of low for a Raptor. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But you're giving the battle cruiser an 11, but you're giving the Raptor a 15? That's it? I mean, does that seem kind of low to you guys? It seems kind of low to me, so I don't know. But shield modifier 0.9. Console layout is perfectly fine. I mean, 5 tactical, 3 engineering, 2 science. That's fine. I think that turn rate is kind of low. I think this should be at least a 16 or a 17. I would think a 17 actually. But, I mean, you gave the Phantom a 17. But, I mean, not saying it's outrageously low. I'm not saying it's outrageously low. But it seems to me it's a little low. It's a little low. Especially when you see the Romulan ships coming up. So, let's switch off to our Romulan ship. 27. Welcome someone else to the cave. Welcome to the cave. Thank you for following that channel. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go on in and get your cherry Kool-Aid and your Cool Red Mountain Dew and some bagel bites. Enjoy. Thank you very much for following the channel. I appreciate it. All right, so our Tier 6 starships on the Romulan side. Yes, Yeah, Uber Samba. I totally agree with you on the Battle Cloak. I totally agree with you on that. I think that Raptor got hosed a little bit, but the Quib, I don't know. Everybody fly Quibs. Everybody fly the Intel Battle Cruiser. That's all. Just boycott the Raptor. Okay, so all right, here we go with my mispronunciation. Oh wait, it's the A-L. Wait, no, I gotta go back and check because was it you, Sir Bull, already helped me out with it? Yeah, the ALAL, the ALAL Light Warbird Cruiser. Beautiful. I love this. This Warbird Cruiser is beautiful. Weapons. This is the one. That is the ship I think my Romulan will be flying because he likes to fly cruisers. So I think my Romulan is going to be jumping into one of these. So the Light Warbird Cruiser. Weapons 4 forward, 4 aft. Crew of 1,000. Hull. A little light on the hull, but not bad. She's more a nimble cruiser, so that's okay. I can live with it. Level 50 is 40,425. Level 60 is 49,000. Her turn rate is 10, which is great for a Romulan vessel. For a battle for a Warbird on the Romulan side, 10 is like, she's like a cat. You know what I mean? She's like a nimble cat compared to everything else. Shield modifier 1, which is fine. And I love the console layouts on these ships. I love the console layouts on these ships. Because I always favor tactical. You know, when other than the other stat, like 3 tactical, 5 engineering, and 2 science. I'd rather have more tactical than science. Give me more tactical. On a cruiser, I'd rather have a cruiser that's more towards tactical layout than science layout. So that's perfectly fine for me. Yeah, Uber Samba. I'm so excited about the Quib. I cannot hold it back. I mean, like I said, my main's going to be flying the Guardian, but my Klingon's going to be getting that Quib. Oh my God, that is sweetness, sweetness, sweetness. They might have got hosed on that Raptor a little, but they made up for it with the Quib. So now, okay, this is the ship that, wow, this ship, and if you're looking at this, if you're looking at the Fate, you're looking at what something's just saying that. Look at the Fate and tell me what stands out for you. Why this ship is going to be sick. I'm going to give you a second. See if I see it in the chat. I'm going to give there's a chat leg, so I'm going to let the chat see. Tell me, this is a pop quiz. What about the Fate makes it? The Romulans came out really good in this. The Romulans for their Tier 6 starships came out really good. They got two high quality starships, but why is the Fate amazing? I'll see if somebody tells me in chat. It stands out right away to me. It just jumps right out at me. It jumps right out, smacks me in the face, and then calls me Sally. Yeah, oh yeah, over Samba. It's better in every way, but there's one way that's better than all the ships that are coming out. All of them. Well, all right, I'm not saying chat, but the turn rate. A turn rate of 19. 19! What the hell? You're not going to be able to see this ship. You're going to be following it, and all of a sudden, it's gone. Turn rate of 19. Everything about it. Battle Cloak, everything. And you can't see it because I've got it down the bottom. It's getting cut off. When I made these cards, apparently I didn't realize that the screen was not going to size it correctly. Yeah, it's got and a dual cannons, Battle Cloak, enhanced Battle Cloak, turn rate of 19, 5 tactical, 2, I'd rather have 3 engineering, but whatever. 2 engineering, 3 science, the hull, whatever. Okay, whatever on the hull, whatever on the weapons, whatever on everything else. A turn rate of 19. It is the ideal ship for Romulans. This is the Romulan ship. This is Romulan ship design. This is what Romulan ship design should be. Quick, agile, Battle Cloak, enhanced Battle Cloak. You know what I'm saying? Get in, hit, be more maneuverable than your enemy, cloak, get out, come back in again. That's a Romulan. The Romulan ships that they're getting are awesome. These 2 Tier 6 Romulan ships are awesome. I am telling you, if you're a Romulan, you should be so happy. If you're like a Romulan play, if you play your Romulan as your main, you should be so happy to see these things coming down. You are not getting hosed in any way. You are, if you like the cruiser, it's a damn fine cruiser. If you want to fly the Warbird, it's like cruiser light. But with that turn rate, it's totally. I mean, it's just that Intel Warbird is just crazy good. Get in, destroy, get out, and no one knows you're there. That's what Romulans balance of terror, baby, balance of terror. That's what the Romulans do. That's my Tavaro is pleased. She's evolving to. I mean, that is the ship right there. That is my ship of the entire all the ships we saw. This is the ship that I think is like wow. I just think it's a. It's just an awesome ship. It's an awesome ship. Everything, the whole package. It's the whole package. The turn rate, the console layout, everything is just. That's a great ship. You know what I mean? The poor Klingons with their 15 turn rate Raptor are probably sitting there going, "What the hell? How did the Romulans? Well, did the Romulans get a turn rate of 19 on that thing, and we got a 15 on our Raptor?" That's why I'm saying the Klingons got hosed. They didn't even get as good a turn rate as the Phantom. The Phantom's got a 17. They've got a 15. Their escort is the low man on the totem pole out of all these escorts. I mean, if I was a Klingon, I haven't checked the forums, but I'm surprised there's not pitchforks and being, you know, bonfires burning and everything for the developers, because I'm telling you, you got a Raptor that's got a 15 turn rate, and the Romulans got one at 19, and the Federation got one at 17. Man, you got. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, come on, sir. Well, Sir Rovar in the chat's telling me how Klingon researchers, you know, their research budget isn't that good. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure the Klingons will go along with you on that one. Yeah. Yep. I'm sure that's a perfectly valid reason that their escort got screwed. Yeah. So if you're a Federation guy, you're smiling. If you're a Romulan character, you're really smiling. If you're a Romulan, you are busting out those balloon things, you know, the balloon shooters and the party balloons all over New Romulus Command. If you're the Klingons, well, if you're a cruiser flyer, if you're a cruiser pilot, you're a really happy guy. You're smiling. If you're a Raptor pilot, you are like, you got your bat'leth at the ready, and you're looking for someone to, you know, I don't know. You're looking for someone to go to town with. You're looking at if you're a Raptor flight, you're ready to go. You're looking for the designers. But anyways, I would say for the Romulan ships, it is definitely quality over quantity. Way quality over quantity. But like I said, I don't want to, you know, I just think those Romulan ships are really great. They're all good ships, but except for the Raptor. But they're all great ships, I think. I think they did a really good job with the Tier 6 starships. They look great. They have great stats, except for the Raptor. So, yeah, they're going to be really good ships when you get them in game. It's going to be really awesome when you get them in game. So, I'm looking forward to the Tier 6 starships. I'm looking forward to all this. So that is our overview of our Tier 6 starships. I hope that was informative. I hope that was helpful. It's not a drill. It's not an in-depth, you know, like I said, there's a lot to these ships, but I think that's a pretty good overview of the stats and everything with the ships. So, you know, I think we're going to have another fail again, because I don't think I set up the switch over for, I don't think okay. All right. So we're going to switch over. Actually, we're not going to switch over tonight. You know what? We're not. We're going to end it here. We're going to end it on the Tier 6 starships. So what we're going to do, we're going to end on the overview, because I don't think I set up my Star Trek Online window properly. But, yeah, so we're going to end on here. So if you're not sure where the vendor is, the vendor for the gear upgrade event, I don't even need to show you. I can just tell you, is Lieutenant, I think it's Shelby, is it? Lieutenant Shelby. Let me just double check on that for you. If you go over in requisitions, oh, my poor PC, my poor Barnes, she's not quite working the way. Oh my goodness, I've got so much stuff on. So I've got OBS going, I've got these windows open, I've got all this stuff going. My poor computer, she don't know. She kind of handle it. She can barely handle it. All right, so here we go. So I'm over. Okay. Yes, Lieutenant Shelby in Requisitions. He is in the very back where the mannequins are. Go to him and you'll get your upgrade modules for the event. And make sure you get them now, this week, and make sure you get them next week before Delta Rising comes out. So, all right. So that is going to be the show for tonight. Everybody's watching. Stay tuned for the post show. We'll be doing our Alachi run. See how we do. And then after that, we'll be doing some other stuff after the post show. So, all right, guys, this is the end of the Star Trek Saturday Night portion of the night. Like I said, hang in there for the post show. But those of you who are just watching this on YouTube, watching this in the replays, thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful to you. Just think now, we are less than 10 days away. We're 9 days away, as of when I'm taping this, 9 days away from Delta Rising. So get your affairs in order. Get ready to take the day off on Tuesday and everything. And, you know. All right, so I will see you next Saturday night at 11 p.m. For another episode of Star Trek Saturday Night, episode 41. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. And you all have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Take care, guys.